Sometimes I come across situations where there is a ghost spirit in a house and it seems that physical things are taking place. Sometimes people talk about things being thrown around, all sorts of different things. But you have to be careful with these situations, basically because our minds, we think too much and we put too much onto certain things. What I mean about this, I've come across a case a while ago with a child in the house, which I helped move this child on. People could sense something going on in the house, and every time they sensed this noise or that noise, they put it down to the ghost that they knew they had. But that doesn't mean it was exactly taking place like that. Once you think you have something in the house, you think, oh, that has to be to do with the ghost. And regularly people lose their car keys or they lose this and they'll blame the ghost in the house, and it's nothing to do with the ghost whatsoever, but there's something they can blame it on. Last week, for example, I came across another situation where someone had been in this house for a while and they were sensing something taking place in the house, but they weren't sure what it was. They were sensing a presence in the house, and they were describing it as a witch, but they didn't know what it was, and it wasn't really causing any problems. And then in that house, something took place, something physical took place in a room. And the difficulty is it was quite profound, it was very scary, and there was a child around. So immediately I got called because they were sensing something in the house before this took place. But in these situations, especially as a medium, when you hear these things and someone cries out to you for help, and they were asking for help, they'll send me pictures of the house, which is what I need to link with the ghost or spirit in the house. And yes, in this case, there was a confused individual in the house who didn't want to leave for whatever reason. And I managed to help them move on. And it took a little effort to move that person on. So there were some physical things taking place, but we can't suddenly jump to the conclusion that this ghost was causing all the physical things. It's quite possible. But the thing is, from my point of view, all that matters is moving this spirit on, this confused souls on to the other world, which I did. After I did this, yes, there was no more physical things taking place, but you can't categorically say it was caused by the ghost. I think one of them was, but that's not the point. The ghost has gone, and the lady in the house now can't sense anything in the house at all. This is quite common where people sense something, but you don't automatically phone up a medium or someone who can move it on because it doesn't seem to be a problem. But then something else happens in the house and all of a sudden they would like the spirit moved on. And that's what took place. So you can understand, I'm sure, that people have seen too many ghost stories on TV, and then anything in the house, when they know they've got a ghost, they blame on the ghost. But a lot of the time it's their imagination, but they can still have a ghost in the house or spirit in the house which moved on, needs moving on, and that's what I do.